Peter Hodgkinson has been banned for 8 years. That is the headline that has been circulating across the equestrian world, and it has raised serious questions about training methods, accountability, and horse welfare. The ban came after a video surfaced online showing a horse in a controversial training setup. The footage spread quickly, reactions were immediate, and governing bodies stepped in. But this is not just a story about one person or one incident. It is a story about a sport under pressure to evolve and a growing demand to prove that horse welfare truly comes first. So welcome back to our channel. Today, we are going to break down the Peter Hodgkinson case in detail. We will look at what happened, how the investigation unfolded, why the ban was extended, and what Hodgkinson himself has said in response. After that, we will take a step back and look at the bigger picture, because this case is part of a much larger shift happening across equestrian sport. The situation began when a video appeared online and quickly spread across social media. In the footage, a horse could be seen in an enclosed outdoor area. The horse was fully tacked up with a saddle, and a backing dummy had been placed. A backing dummy is sometimes used in training to simulate the presence of a rider. What drew the most attention was the position of the horse's head, which appeared to be fixed or restricted. It was also concerning that the horse was left alone by itself. Many viewers immediately expressed concern. Some believed that the setup could place unnecessary physical and mental stress on the horse. Others argued that without full context, it was difficult to fully understand the situation. Regardless of interpretation, the video gained significant attention and quickly became a focal point for discussion within the equestrian community. Following the spread of the video, governing bodies within the showing world launched formal investigations. Organizations such as the British Show Horse Association and Sport Horse Breeding of Great Britain reviewed the footage and assessed whether the actions shown breached welfare standards. After a disciplinary hearing, Peter Hodgkinson was issued a 6-year ban from participating in affiliated activities. However, Hodgkinson chose to appeal the decision. When the appeal was reviewed, the panel reached a different conclusion. Instead of reducing the penalty, they extended it. The 6-year ban became an 8-year ban. This outcome is significant because it shows that the panel believed the original sanction was not sufficient. It also sends a clear message about how seriously welfare concerns are now being treated within the industry. Peter Hodgkinson has defended his actions and provided his perspective in the situation. He stated that the horse involved had come into his care under difficult and potentially dangerous circumstances. He explained that the method shown in the video was not something he typically uses, but rather a response to a specific situation. He also emphasized that his intention was to manage the horse safely and improve its outcome, potentially preventing it from being euthanized. In addition, he pointed out that the video represented only a brief moment and did not capture the full scope of the horse's training or rehabilitation process. He also stated that the horse has since been successfully rehomed. These points highlight the complexity of the case, as they introduce factors such as intent, context, and outcome that are not immediately visible in the footage. This case has had such a strong impact because it reflects a shift in expectations within the equestrian world. There is now greater emphasis on transparency and accountability, particularly when it comes to horse welfare. A single video can now reach a global audience within hours, and that visibility brings pressure for action. In this case, the reaction to the footage led directly to an investigation, a disciplinary process, and ultimately one of the longest bans seen in the showing world in recent years. This shows how quickly situations can escalate in today's environment. To fully understand the significance of this case, it is important to step back and look at horse welfare more broadly. In the past, welfare was often judged based on outcomes. If a horse appeared healthy, performed well, and remained sound, it was generally assumed that its welfare was acceptable. However, modern thinking has shifted towards evaluating the entire process. Today, horse welfare includes both physical and mental well-being. It involves considering how a horse experiences training, how it responds to pressure, and whether it is given the opportunity to learn in a way that minimizes stress. Scientific research has shown that horses are highly sensitive animals. They can experience fear, confusion, and stress when they are placed in situations where they feel restricted or unable to respond. This has led to increased scrutiny of training methods, particularly those that involve restraint or limited movement. The focus is no longer just on whether a horse achieves a desired result, but on how that result is achieved. Another important factor in this case is the role of social media. In the past, incidences like this might have remained within a small circle of professionals. Today, a single video can be shared widely and quickly, reaching audiences far beyond the equestrian community. This creates greater transparency, but it also means that situations are often judged based on limited information. In this case, the video became the central focus of the conversation, shaping public perception before the full details were known. The Hodgkinson case is part of a broader trend within the equestrian sport. Across disciplines, there is increasing pressure to demonstrate that horses are being treated ethically and that welfare is a genuine priority. This pressure is driving change, including stricter enforcement of rules, greater transparency, and increased emphasis on education. It is also leading to a cultural shift, where the horse's experience is becoming more central to how training and competition are evaluated. The Peter Hodgkinson case is complex and does not offer simple answers. It highlights the challenges of balancing context, intention, and evolving welfare standards. What it does make clear is that the conversation around horse welfare is changing, and it is not going away, and I love that. I would love to hear your perspective. Do you believe the 8-year ban reflects necessary progress in protecting horse welfare? Or do you think it shows how complex training situations can be when viewed from the outside? Let us know your thoughts. And remember, I am not AI. I am just a fun-loving barn manager that loves to do my research and share with you.